101 guys down. Guys 1, Lily 0, honestly. I'm fucked, literally. Doing some Twitter content to end the night. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk. So much cum, it's turned me dumb. I did 101 guys. Now, this was just the warm-up because in February, I'm gonna be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys.
Last month, Lily was featured in the Josh Peters YouTube documentary, I Slept With 100 Men in One Day. And despite the fact that she literally looked traumatized in some of those scenes, she then had plans to go on and be the first woman to sleep with over 1,000 men in 24 hours. But now, of course, we know that Bonnie Blue, who's previously worked with Lily on adult content together, is saying that she smashed that record last week by sleeping with 1,057 men, not in 24 hours, but in 12. And trigger warning, because I'm about to post a photo of the alleged aftermath. So this is said to be the state of the set after the 12-hour filming day, which took place in a £15 million mansion owned by someone who's notorious for sex parties. Lily, 23, who apparently was in training, whatever that means, to attempt this record herself, was asked by the Fabulous magazine about Bonnie Blue's achievement, and she said, "I respect it. That's hard work, so congratulations to her." She also said she doesn't see this as a competition, so she won't be out there trying to sleep with 1,058 men anytime soon.
Alright, let's talk about British OnlyFans star Lily Phillips, the woman who made headlines last year with her shocking headline-grabbing stunt involving 100 men in less than 24 hours. And if you thought that was extreme, but those plans, well, they've hit a massive roadblock, and not just because of the sheer logistics of it all. There's legal trouble, border drama, and even accusations of idea theft from another OnlyFans creator. Yep, this story has got layers, so sit tight because we're about to dive into what happened, why Lily's plan fell apart, and the unexpected rivalry that stirred up a storm in the adult entertainment industry. Before we get into the collapse of her latest plan, let's rewind a bit to last year. In October, Lily Phillips attempted and succeeded in having intimate encounters with 100 men in a single day. The entire event was filmed as part of a short documentary offering a rare behind-the-scenes look at what she framed as a performance. However, for many, it was an extreme and emotionally charged endeavor that sparked both shock and concern.
So today I actually broke the world record for the most amount of professional scenes shot in one day. So the record was 9 and we ended up doing 10. And what's even crazier is 2 of them scenes had about 40 guys involved in them.
What really captured public attention wasn't just the act itself, but what unfolded in its aftermath. The raw footage that followed showed a deeply shaken Lily, tears streaming down her face as she admitted to feeling overwhelmed, emotionally detached, and even questioning whether she had pushed herself too far.
101 guys down. Guys 1, Lily 0, honestly. I'm fucked, literally. Doing some Twitter content to end the night. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk. So much cum, it's turned me dumb.
Her words painted a stark contrast to the confident, carefree persona she had projected leading up to the event. She candidly confessed that the experience had been hard and disassociative, adding that she wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
How did you feel afterwards? How did you recover?
Honestly, I mean, it didn't take me long to recover down there, but I was definitely exhausted. Like 14 hours of constant is tiring. I felt like I'd been hit by a bus, honestly. Like, it was more my actual body was just aching.
Oh my god,
yeah.
I can't even imagine. Like, I feel like my legs get tired after like 7 minutes.
Her honesty in that vulnerable moment left viewers wondering whether she had truly come to terms with what she had done. But as time passed, Lily's narrative shifted. She reframed her post-experience breakdown as nothing more than a fleeting moment of emotional vulnerability, reassuring her audience that she had no regrets. Instead of shying away from controversy, she leaned into it. In fact, she saw it as a motivation to push the limits even further, announcing her boldest plan yet to up the stakes and take on 1,000 men in under 24 hours.
I did 101 guys. Now, this was just the warm-up because in February, I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys.
This declaration not only reignited public discourse but about the nature of such performances, but also placed her at the center of a much larger conversation about the boundaries of personal ambition in the digital age. This time round, Lily wanted to take her record-breaking attempt to the US, specifically Las Vegas. The plan was to break what she saw as a shameful near miss by Lisa Sparks, who engaged with 919 men back in 2004. Lily's goal was to get beyond that, shattering the record by hitting a clean 1,000. But her American dream quickly turned into a nightmare. According to Lily, when she landed at LAX, she was pulled aside by customs officers who seemed to already know who she was. She described the experience as nerve-wracking, as officials bombarded her with questions about her career. They asked if she was an escort, implying potential legal ramifications. Lily defended herself, stating that she did not accept payment for her encounters and saw herself as a performer rather than someone engaging in illegal activities. She expressed frustration at the scrutiny, emphasizing that her work was voluntary and that she wasn't violating any specific laws. However, the tension escalated when she was taken to a private questioning area where officers went deep into her intentions for visiting the US. They confronted her with direct warnings, making it clear that if she followed through with her planned event, she could face permanent consequences, including being barred from entering the country indefinitely. Lily later recalled that the tone of the conversation felt less like a routine inquiry and more like an outright ultimatum. In an interview with TMZ, she revealed that after hours of questioning, the authorities allowed her to continue her trip, but with a strict warning. If she attempted to go ahead with a planned event, she could be permanently banned from entering the United States. The sheer weight of that possibility made Lily consider everything. Was breaking a record really worth losing the ability to travel to the US? The realization of what she stood to lose, future business opportunities, collaborations, and personal freedom to visit the country was overwhelming. Ultimately, she backed down, choosing to abandon her attempt at least on American soil. For now, her ambitions remain uncertain, but the experience has left a lasting impact on how she views pushing boundaries in her career. Now here's where things get even more complicated. Lily's grand plan wasn't just facing legal trouble. It turns out she might not have been the first to come up with this idea in the first place. Enter Bonnie Blue, another OnlyFans creator who now claims that she was the original mastermind behind this record-breaking attempt. According to Bonnie, she had been planning this for months long before Lily made her big announcement. She stated that she first mentioned her goal in a podcast back in August, saying she was considering attempting it either the following year or before she retired from the industry. The way Bonnie tells it, she had shared this idea with Lily in confidence, only to later see her publicly announce it as her own.
You have a very specific niche, don't you?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So, barely legal, 18-year-olds. Because as I started my content, I realized it was not necessarily relatable to the average person. And I wanted to make my content relatable. I'm just a girl, I'm relatable, I'm sort of the girl next door vibes. However, that does not portray online if I'm doing these rough, over-the-top scenes. And I want people to be able to watch my videos and be able to imagine themselves in it and, you know, connect with it.
I think the issue that people have with you specifically is it's the fact that you use terms like barely legal. You say that you're babysitting for kids, I think is the word.
No, I've never used babysitting.
Sorry, babysitting for adults. You did in a podcast with Lottie Moss.
But it's like
Bonnie insists that she had detailed conversations with Lily about her aspirations, explaining how she wanted to take on the challenge as a personal milestone before leaving the industry. She claims that she had even laid out logistical plans, including venue selection and the best timing for the attempt. Bonnie was shocked when, just a few months later, Lily announced the exact same goal, seemingly out of nowhere. To Bonnie, it felt like a betrayal. And here's the kicker. Bonnie did not just talk about it, she actually went through with it. In January, she claimed to have officially broken the record, engaging with 1,057 men in just 12 hours.
Many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds.
500, check. 600, done. 800, done. The big 1,000 was well and completely done.
That's right, she not only beat Lily to the punch, but did it in half the time Lily was planning. The revelation added a new layer of drama to the situation. Bonnie made it clear that she wasn't just upset about the idea being copied. She felt like her years of effort and planning had been hijacked for someone else's spotlight. She believed that Lily's announcement had overshadowed her own ambitions and made her look like she was following on Lily's footsteps rather than leading the charge herself. The public reaction to this feud was mixed. Some sided with Bonnie, agreeing that her idea had been unfairly taken, while others pointed out that the industry thrives on competition and that ideas aren't necessarily exclusive. But for Bonnie, this wasn't just about a title. It was about the principles of trust and integrity within the adult content world. As you can imagine, this led to some major tension between the two. Bonnie called Lily out publicly, accusing her of stealing her idea. She even stated in an interview with the Daily Mail that she regretted trusting Lily, saying, "I guess I'm very trustworthy and oblivious to people's bitterness. I shared my idea that I would like to do it, and then suddenly 3 months later, Lily announces it as if it was her own." Bonnie did not hold back, making it clear that she felt betrayed by someone she once considered a friend and ally in the industry. She went on to claim that she had played a key role in helping Lily gain traction, introducing her to important connections, and even mentoring her on how to navigate the world of high-profile adult content. In return, she felt like Lily had used her trust against her, overshadowing her moment in the spotlight. Adding fuel to the fire, Bonnie revealed that she had been in discussions with several production companies about documenting her record-breaking attempt long before Lily had even hinted at hers. She argued that Lily's sudden announcement not only stole her thunder, but also created confusion about who had truly pioneered the idea in the first place. She expressed frustration that despite her hard work, Lily's media presence had somewhat eclipsed her own achievement. Lily, for her part, has not directly addressed these claims. However, she has hinted that she's adjusting her plans and intends to come back with something even bigger. Whether this means she's planning an entirely new record attempt or shifting her focus to a different project altogether remains unclear. One thing is certain: this rivalry is far from over. The entire situation has sparked a much bigger conversation, not just about rivalry in the adult content industry, but about the lengths people are willing to go for attention, validation, and career-defining moments. Bonnie, despite her success, did not shy away from throwing shade at Lily's past record. She commented on the infamous moment Lily was seen crying after a 100-man stunt, saying, "It wasn't a good look. Seeing someone cry after content is not nice, and not everyone is cut out for these circumstances," she said. Bonnie emphasized that endurance and resilience are key in this industry and suggested that those who struggle with the aftermath might not be suited for such extreme pursuit. She also made it clear that she doesn't see this as a competition in the traditional sense. "I'm not saying this is for everybody, nor is everyone hot enough to even do what I do," she said, reinforcing her belief that she operates on a different level and intends to maintain her dominance in this niche. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on more stories like this. See you in the next one.